Okay, so I would tell the kids that we're going to explore fractions a little bit more today. And we're going to fill in this blank right here. A fraction represents, it should be a fraction, sorry, represents part of a whole model. W-H-O-L-E, I'd spell a whole model, object, or dollar. So while they're writing it, I'd say, and make a connection back. Like yesterday when y'all were building your pizzas. We used a whole pizza, but when we spoke about certain pieces, we were speaking about parts of the whole model. Now, how do I know I'm looking at a fraction? I always ask this of my students. How do you know you're looking at a fraction? Well, it's because a fraction has both a numerator and a denominator. For example, and I do this on my notes, like if I were teaching, I'd say 1, 2, 5, 13. These are what we call whole numbers. And they're whole numbers because this would be like one whole pizza. 2 as in 2 whole pizzas or 5 whole pizzas, etc. Whole numbers as in whole amounts. But fractions have numerators and denominators. And there's an easy way to remember these. Numerator. I get the kids, I say, nod y'all's numerator. And so while I'm doing that, I tell them like this, nod your numerator. Well, what are you nodding? You're nodding the top of your head. Okay, well, the numerator is the top number. So up here is your numerator. Because we nod our numerator, we're nodding our heads. All right, and then for the denominator, we're going to shake our denominator. Well, you can imagine I'm shaking my booty right now. I really am on the couch. That's why it's like jiggle jiggle up here. Shake your denominator. Well, what are you shaking? You're shaking your bottom. And they giggle, ha ha, your bottom. Yes, I'm talking about my butt, children. So denominator is the bottom digit. Nod your numerator, so I would do it again and make them nod. Shake your denominator, shaking your bottom number. These sayings help us remember the place. Numerators are on top, denominators are on bottom. You could even say, get down with the denominator. Like, get down with your dancing. So these are placement. So, for example, and we'll label it on the back, I think. Okay. Then, what do they represent? So this is their place. How do you remember where they're at? Nodding your numerator helps you remember the places at the top. Shaking your denominator, your bottom number. What is a numerator? Well, that N sound, numerator. Numerator says, know what you are looking for. And even though no is with a K, all we really hear is that N sound, that no. Numerators say know what you're looking for. Denominators, D, the D's say don't forget the whole set. Or I really like to help with 5th grade, and I didn't write it on this one, but a lot of times I'll say divided. Like, what am I divided into? As in, what is my whole set divided into? So they're kind of easy to remember because these are movements. And these have the same sounds. Numerator, no. Denominator, divide. Or denominator, don't forget. So we're going to use this stuff. So here we go. We're going to start applying this. Bless you. All right, so class, I want you to read this out loud. Read me the direction. It says, write the fraction that names the shaded part. Not sure why it says then. We're not transitioning, so that's weird. So we are going to name the shaded part. All right, I would tell them, remember numerator? No. Numerator says know what you are looking for. Tells me I'm looking for the shaded part, so we're going to write numerator. Numer, N-U-M-E-R, A-ter, T-O-R. And I say that to y'all not because y'all can't spell. That's how I would be teaching. I spell it. So numerator. Know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for shaded. So how many are shaded? 1. That is my numerator. Get down with your denominator. Your bottom digit, D, denominator says, what am I divided into? Well, my whole model is divided into 2 parts. So that is this fraction, 1 out of 2. Now, this would be standard form, so see, you could bring back some place value. This is standard form, when the digits just stand. But word form, these are the hardest ones. We don't say 1, 2. So I always tell the kids, think of you. If this were you, and I went, hi-ya, I've chopped you into 2 parts. So you could say I've chopped you in half. So when you see 2s, they're halves, because when you're chopped in half, you're chopped in 2 pieces. So 1/2. And this would be your word form or written form. And yes, I want y'all to write this. And as they're writing this, I would get up and walk around. Do they have the ND? Do they have part and whole? Do they have numerator? If they don't have something I did, I would say, that is your job as a student. It's easy to participate. All right, another thing as I'd come back and sit down is I would point out, do y'all notice that both sides are congruent, same size, same shape? To be a true fraction, your pieces have to be congruent, same size, same shape. Is the whole model shaded? No. Well, that's because fractions represent parts of the whole if the numerator is smaller. All right? Know what I'm looking for, numerator, in sound. Know what you're looking for, shaded. How many are shaded? 3, that's your numerator, nodding your numerator on top. D, where's our denominator? On the bottom. How do we remember it's on the bottom? Get down and shake your denominator. All right, what does that D denominator say? What am I divided into? Well, my whole model is shaded into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. So how much is shaded? 3 out of 6. Well, we would write this as 3, THREE, hyphen, 6th. So do your 6, THS. If y'all remember from yesterday, poop. If y'all remember from yesterday, that THS lets us know we're not talking about 6 whole pieces. We're talking about 6 parts. 3 out of 6 parts are shaded. That THS lets us know a lot about a number. All right? What should I do first? Count how many are shaded? I agree, because that's what we're looking for. Numerator, know what you're looking for. So how many are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? Now what? Yeah, D. Denominator. Get down with the denominator, and he says, hey, what is my set divided into? My whole set. Well, I'm going to look at this as area. We have 4 groups of 3, 3, 3, 3. What's 4 groups of 3? 12. So we have 6 twelfths shaded. 6, SIX, hyphen, 12, TWEL, twelfths. Now I can't spell 12s. Twelfths. I think that's how you spell 12s. I don't know. Now I'm having a moment. How do you spell 12? TWELE. EL? So 12s? I'm having a moment here. This doesn't look right. How would you spell 12ths? TWE. That just looks funky as heck. 6 twelfths. Okay, random moment. All right, I'd ask the kids. I want y'all to look at this for a moment. Tell me what you think I should write. They might say 3. Well, no, there's not 3 whole models. 4. No, there's not 4 whole models. 3 out of 4. Okay, so 3 over 4. 3 out of 4. Yeah, 3 pieces are shaded out of 4. So we would say 3 fourths. 4, FOUR, THS. And I'd ask the kids, what is that THS? Parts, yes. 3 out of 4 parts are shaded. Is the whole model shaded? No. Fractions. Fractions with numerators and denominators. If the numerator is smaller, we're talking about a part. A part of what? A part of a whole model. What is unique about fractional pieces? What can you tell me about fractional pieces and their sizes? Yes, they're all equal. They're all the same size, same shape. If your fractional pieces are not congruent, it's not a fraction. All right, boys, read us this next set of directions. Draw a model to represent 2/6. All right, everyone, I want you to read the word form. 2/6. If your number is not in standard form, always flop it over to standard form. 2/6. 2/6. 2 out of 6. All right. Which digit is my denominator? D, yeah, the bottom. Get down with your denominator. And what is my denominator? And by the way, your denominator is your best friend in like everything with fractions. Get down with your denominator. Denominator says, hey, I'm divided into 6 parts. So what do I know about fractional pieces? Can I just do something like that? Like, would this be okay? Why not? Oh, yeah, because they're not equal. Yeah, if you don't draw your fractional pieces equal, not good. Now, this is when I might ask kids, how many of you are Jesus in here? No one. Me either. When we draw, we are not perfect, so we just have to be as close as possible. And you can do this one a couple of ways. I always tell kids, rectangles are the easiest when you draw on your own, because you can divide them any way you want. So here's how I would tell the kids. I'm going to divide it into thirds, 3 pieces, which I would tell them out loud. When you draw, when you want 3 spaces, it only takes 2 little segments. So if you want 4 pieces, it's 3 segments. If you want 5 pieces, it's 4. It's always 1 less. But try to make them same size, same shape. And you know, if you don't like it like me, there's an eraser. Now, denominator says 6. So you could easily go 2, 4, 6, or like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, how many should I shade? 2. How do y'all know that? Yeah, and what does the numerator say? And kids are probably going to say, nod your numerator. And I say, yes, that's the place, though. That's where the place of the numerator is. What does the numerator tell us? A numerator, and show them, says know what you are looking for. We're looking for 2. It does not matter what 2 they shade, as long as they shade 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 6. All right, girls, read us the next one. All right, read me the number. 1/4. 1/4. How would I write that in standard form? How would I write that as a digit standing? 1/4. All right, so which one is my denominator, guys? The bottom digit, yep. Get down with your denominator. And denominator says, I'm divided into 4 parts. So I know 4 is an even number, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. What plus what is 4? 2. All right, so we're going to put 2 here and 2 here. What do I need to make sure of about my sizes? Same size, same shape. How many should I shade? 1. That's right, because numerator says know what you're talking about or know what you're looking for. Well, I'm looking for 1 out of 4. Okay, I want y'all to do, well, I'd say do the last one. Never mind, because you have to guide them on the circle. All right, tell them. All right, as I'd get up at this point, though, to go look at their sizes and their models. Did they go to standard form? Do they have the D's? Get down. Go look at this while the whole group reads this out loud. So I'd say, I'd be getting up and then I'd say, all right, read this. So they read. All right, what do we need to do? We need to draw what? A model. What does it need to look like? 5/8. And you can still be standing while this happens. 5/8. All right, well, I don't even think I spelled 8s right, did I? I don't know. I don't know what my thing is with spelling today. All right, So 5/8. How should we write this? How would we write it in standard form? 5/8. How many pieces should be in my pie? 8. I agree. D. Divided into 8. Now, circles, I put a circle here because I'm guiding y'all, but I would always choose to draw rectangles if I were on my own. It's easier to divide them up. Circles, you have to know exactly how to cut it to be congruent. Same size, same shape. So you start with your quarters. 4 quarters make $1. 4 quarters make a whole. And then you do your X. And this is how with a circle you get congruent 8. Same size, same shape. How many should we color? 5. Yep, know what I'm talking about. 5 out of 8. 5/8. Y'all say that. 5/8. Which 5 should I shade? Trick question, it doesn't matter. As long as you shade 5 out of 8. All right. All right, on the back, some quick review. How do I know that I'm looking at a fraction? How do you know that it's a fraction and not a whole number? Because fractions have a numerator and a denominator. We nod our numerators, okay? N-U-M-E-R-A-T-O-R. All right, everyone nod your numerators, so they should be nodding. What are y'all nodding? Your head. Yes, your numerator is the head of your fraction. How do I know it's a fraction? That's a fraction bar, that's a numerator. Shake your denominator, D-E, nom, N-O-M-I, nay, N-A-T-O-R. And denominator, shake your denominator, you're shaking your bottom digit. Fractions have numerators and denominators. Your numerator has that N sound, N, numerator, and he represents what you're looking for. When you see a numerator, you're looking at a digit that says, this is what I'm talking about. D, denominator. D, denominator says, hey, my whole amount is divided into a certain amount. Or, hey, don't forget what my whole set is holding. So these help me remember placement, but these are helping me remember what they represent. And fractions represent parts of a whole set if the numerator is smaller. If a numerator is smaller. And you might point that out. For example, I want y'all to draw a little circle. Cut it in half. Hi-ya! How many parts are there when you cut it in half? 2. That's D. I'm divided into 2. I want you to shade in both sides. How many pieces have you shaded? 2. Out of how many? 2. 2 out of 2. That's the whole pie, isn't it? So 2 halves, because these are halves, 2 halves is 1 whole. This is what I mean. When the numerator and the denominator are the same, whole amount. When the numerator is smaller, part of the whole set. So kind of a quick talking. Again, you can fill out notes all you want to. It's these kind of things that make the math discussions. All right, boys, I want y'all to read us about Marcos. And you might have to help him read the numbers like 1/8, 1/8, 2/8. All right, girls, what are we looking for? No, how many is worthless, unless there's a phrase, how many more, or how much bigger than, how many is nothing. So one word, who or what am I looking for? Slices. Slices of what? Pizza. Whose pizza? Marcus's. So I want to know the slices of pizza Marcus ate. Did Marcus eat the entire pizza? Well, what could word problems, they're hard because they're words. Why is this kind of stuff, why are models easier? Because we can see them. Why do kids hate word problems? Because they can't see it. So if you can't see it, you draw it. Let's draw a circle. What do you think that represents? Pizza. What if I ask you this? Let me try and trick y'all. I want y'all to think, no one answer out loud. How many pieces should I make this pizza into? And don't answer out loud yet. All right? And don't call on one kid. Because a lot of kids, I've noticed that. If a lot of kids are in there, call on them at the same time. Let them all have that chance. Okay, ready? All of y'all, answer out loud. How many pieces do I split this into? Good job. Because even if someone's wrong, they're going to hear a lot of the right answers. D, denominators say I'm divided into 8 slices. So we did that. So the cross, the X. What do we know about the fractional sets? What do we know about the fractional pieces? Same size, same shape. All right, so we want to know how many slices. I've already forgotten what I'm looking for. This is why we summarize. Slices of pizza eaten. All right, Marcus ate 1/8. Well, there's 8 pieces. Marcus ate 1/8 of cheese and 1/8 of pepperoni. And it would definitely be different pizzas, but if they're all 8s, we can use the same model. And he ate 2/8 of veggie. 1, 2. 2 out of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many slices did he eat? 4. 4 out of how many? 8. So Marcus ate 4/8. Let's write that in words. FOUR hyphen 8s. EIGHTHS. 4/8. All right, I'm going to see if I can trick y'all up. What else could I call this? If I ate 4 out of 8, oh, it is a half. You know why it's half? Because 4 over here and 4 over here. 4 plus 4 is 8. So if you want to get into big kid land, you could say that he ate half of the pizza. Is this the whole pizza or a part? Part. Yeah, because the numerator's less. We ate part of it. All right, girls, read us about the bracelets. All right, boys, what are we looking for? We're looking for a bracelet, 5/8 beads black. So which digit is your numerator? Nod your numerator, all right? And what does in numerator tell us? Know what you're looking for. We're looking for 5 black beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are y'all writing this? 1, 2, 3. All right, so y'all write it. Look back up. Which one can we eliminate? Yeah, this one does not have 5 black beads. All right, D, what does our 8 tell us? Yes, denominator, but what does it represent? What does it tell us? Divided into. So I should have 8 beads in the whole set. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm boring my husband. 2, 4, 6 plus 1 is 7. All right. I want y'all to do these last 2 without me. And then I'm going to come around. And once I see that you have these correct, I'll hand you your assignment.